Chapter 1. The Auction Weirdness. Eli Grant slouched in the back corner of the Grant Auction House's fancy gallery, sketchbook propped up on his knee, pencil flying over the page. Auctions were boring as heck. A bunch of rich people waving paddles at stuff they didn't need, all decked out in suits and sparkly jewelry. He'd rather be anywhere else. Instead, he doodled exaggerated caricatures of the crowd. The guy with a walrus mustache and a lady with a hat like a UFO. The room glowed under chandelier light, all gold and warm, while the auctioneer's voice droned on like a weird chant. People sipped champagne, whispering behind their paddles. Eli didn't belong here, not like his older sister, Ivy, who glided through the crowd like she owned the place. She was chatting up some hotel-owning power couple, her smile as polished as the silverware. Eli, quit hiding and help out, Ivy snapped, popping up beside him like she had a sixth sense for finding him slacking. Grandfather's counting on us tonight, not your doodles. She flicked a hand at the sketchbook, her nose wrinkling. Eli grinned, holding up his latest masterpiece. I'm capturing the vibes. Check it. Walrus guy's mustache deserves a medal. This is history in the making. Ivy snatched the sketchbook before he could dodge. These are our clients, you dork. She paused, scanning the page, and a tiny smirk slipped out. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. But Grandfather's going to flip if he sees this. Grandfather won't care, Eli said, glancing toward the stage. Henry Grant, their grandpa, stood there, leaning on his cane, eyes sharp despite his age. He was a legend in the auction game. But lately, he'd been off. Slower, quieter. Not the powerhouse he used to be, banging the gavel and charming the room. It bugged Eli, more than he'd admit. The gavel cracked, signaling another lot sold. Eli grabbed the catalog off the table, flipping through it. Boring stuff. China, furniture, some artsy painting. Then he hit lot 27. A beat-up wooden clock. It looked like a kid's toy, paint chipped, hands wobbly, but the tiny carvings on it caught his eye. They weren't random. They meant something, even if he couldn't tell what. The clock rolled onto the stage, and Eli perked up. The auctioneer hyped it up. A charming vintage piece, but kept it vague. No backstory, no maker. Weird. Even weirder, Grandfather shifted, gripping his cane tighter when it came up. Eli squinted at him. What was that about? Bidding started slow, then shot up fast. Too fast for a busted toy. Eli scoped the room, landing on a dude in a dark suit near the back. No champagne, no chit-chat. Just calm, laser-focused paddle raises. Something about him creeped Eli out. The guy won the clock, no sweat, and the gavel banged. Ivy got yanked away by Grandfather's nod, leaving Eli stewing. Why'd that clock matter so much? Why was everyone acting shady? The auction wrapped and the gallery cleared out. Eli hung back, staring at the catalog. Lot 27 stuck in his brain like gum on a shoe. Curiosity's a bad habit. Grandfather's voice rasped behind him. Eli jumped. I was just thinking. That clock went for a ton. Why? Henry's eyes narrowed, unreadable. Some things are worth more than they look. Leave it alone, Eli. But enough! Henry's tone sliced through, sharp and done. He limped off, leaving Eli annoyed and buzzing with questions. Eli shoved his pencil in his pocket. Fine. If no one was spilling, he'd dig up the truth.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.